Hey guys, Cameron with ARL, and we're here with The Wrecking. So guys, tell us a little bit about your start and how long you've been going, and a little bit about that. Yeah.
We've been playing in this band for about 3 years. Released one record. Our newest member, Chris James, just joined about 6 months ago. We have a new record that's on the way and a Christmas EP. Just very excited to be trying to honor the Lord with music and be a voice for the voiceless. That's kind of our heart.
Sure, totally. You mentioned the voice for the voiceless. I know you guys do a lot with Not For Sale and Love 146. Can you guys talk a little bit about that?
Well, coming to Soulfest over the years, watching our favorite bands and just finding out about the issue of human trafficking, it kind of became something that we feel like it chose us. So whenever we get a chance, either with, like you say, Love 146, Not For Sale, International Justice Mission, whenever we get a chance to use our craft to help in any way, whether it be touring or donating music to a cause, we want to do it. And we just feel like it's something that's been put on our plate, and we want to work passionately towards the goals that those organizations have, you know, with everything that we got. So we're honored to be part of the fight.
That's totally cool. How does that how your causes influence the music that you guys write and perform?
It's inspiring, you know, the victories are inspiring. There's a certain amount of despair that you have to pay attention to as well. It's a heavy issue, you know what I mean, and that's going to come out in different aspects of the music, you know, and you know, it deals with the human condition, which all of our music deals with, you know, and we want to speak to spiritual freedom through the gospel. We want to speak to physical freedom through a lot of what these organizations are fighting to provide today.
No doubt. I mean, art is always born in struggle. I mean, at least that's how I read it, you know. So hopefully, we love music. We want it to matter, you know, matter to the Lord and matter to, like you and I were talking earlier, matter to the voiceless. Christ said, you know, whatever you've done for the least of these, you've done for me. So one thing with us that we try to pay attention to is like whatever we do that's good, and whatever we don't do, whatever we ignore. Not that you can be everything all the time, but whatever we can do, we should.
Yeah, certainly. If we can take just a minute and go around and say each of your names also for the camera.
Sure. I'm Chris.
I'm Darren.
I'm Doug.
I'm Carl.
Cool. Chris, how's it been these past 6 months being with The Wrecking?
It's been amazing. Well, I'm sort of the new guy, so I get picked on a lot.
Yeah.
No, just a lot of super passionate guys, and it's definitely been an honor to serve with them, and a lot of share a van with them, and just really awesome guys, and a lot of awesome hearts, and it's definitely an honor to be able to serve with them, and writing music with them and playing music with them. It's been amazing.
So that's cool. Totally, man. Definitely. And you play the bass also, right?
Yeah, I play bass. Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, tell us a little about like your enjoyment through the time of being with The Wrecking, and like your influence in I guess what you guys strive for. You know, we talked about the different causes and the music. Well, you know, what role do you play?
Well, as far as music goes, like I try to help out as much as possible with like songwriting and stuff like that. And bass for me is an instrument that kind of was born out of necessity. Like we didn't have a bass player, so I started playing. Yeah, so I started playing bass, and because our other ones were so unreliable. So
hope they're watching right now.
So it hasn't been an instrument for me that it's taken a long time for me to kind of relate to the instrument, especially in a live setting. So
Yeah.
it's just not the first instrument that I would kind of go to naturally.
Okay.
But it's been a great experience. I think just now as a player, I'm kind of starting to identify more with the instrument. And then just writing music has been a great blessing, and definitely the songs have purpose to them. If they didn't, I mean, there's no point.
Yeah.
And I think anybody who has a purpose with their music would say the same thing. There's just no point in doing it without that purpose. And I think that while I'm not a lyric writer, I think that translates definitely into the music.
Cool. That's really great. So you play other instruments then?
I do. I kind of dabble. Nothing. Just enough to do some songwriting.
Okay.
He plays everything.
No, translation. What you're not hearing is Carl is a musical mutant with powers from afar. Carl is really, 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 really musical, and
Yeah.
that's his way of being really nice.
That's cool. That's cool. So what goes into your songwriting, I guess, experiences? What do you guys take in, and what are your influences? Take us through that process a little bit when you're writing a song.
Well, I don't know. Doug and I are very lyrical in that way. Carl is really the I think foundational and very, very skeletal when it comes, backbone to how songs are. The music of a song, the music of an arrangement kind of comes from being an idea to being actually you having personality and having identity. And Chris just brings so much just flavor with guitar. Just so much. Did I actually just say flavor? Oh man, cut.
It's okay.
No, but he brings so much swagger to the instrument.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. All right.
My swagger's always good.
Yeah. I actually, just so you know, I'm going to get beat up once we walk out of here for saying two terms that I'm not supposed to say, I guess.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
If you could describe your band in 3 words, what do you think it'd be?
Flavor.
Here we go.
No, I don't know. Passionate rock and roll.
Passionate. All right. Cool. That's great. What I guess.
The N is a symbol.
Yeah, it's a symbol. So, what's next for you guys? You said you're working on that Christmas EP, another album right now. In fact, you're going back and forth to the studio right now. Can you tell us a little bit about that, or what's next and so forth?
Yeah, we have been touring a lot. We just got off the Summer is Not For Sale tour, which was a blast. We're going to be doing more touring through the fall, but it looks like our record's probably going to come out in January, February.
Cool.
It's going to be called So Much For Love. And before that, we have a Christmas EP that'll be kind of setting things up. And I think it's fair to say that it's all kind of chasing the same theme. What does love look like? What is the heart of God? What does it matter? How does it matter to what anybody does every day? And how do you deal with what happens to you? And how do you deal with who you are? And how do you figure all that out? And I don't know. It's I don't know. It's definitely, music is a kind of therapy for all of us, I guess. So.
Yeah. That's really cool. I guess another question would be, are you guys hot? Because you're in jeans and with jackets on, and it's pretty hot out here.
We're still thawing out. We're from New England. So.
Yeah. Okay. I guess that makes sense. But yeah, if you could, I guess last thing here, if you could say something for the voiceless. You guys talk about speaking for the voiceless. What would you guys say to our listeners for the voiceless?
I would say what you do matters. I think people hear a term or a number like there's 27 to 30 million slaves in the world today. They hear that number and immediately they shut their brain off because it's too unfathomable, it's too horrific to think that number of people in the world are property of someone else. And so the tendency is to let ourselves off the hook and do nothing because the problem is too big. But I'll say this, there's even in the United States, in all 50 states, there are cases of human trafficking going on currently that are in the legal system right now. And for each one of those cases, or if it deals with just one person, that person's freedom means everything to them. And even though they're just one of 30 million, it means everything to that one person. And so many of the people trapped in this are children. One child's future means everything to them. you know, and their ability to develop as a person, to develop, you know, their own identity, their own spirituality, as not as their own person, not as somebody else's property, is crucial. It's just English language is failing right now because I need to say a different word other than crucial that means so much more than that, you know, because it just it's everything to them. It's everything to that one person. And you know, at shows I share a picture of my daughter, and it reminds me, you know, what would I do? How would I feel if my daughter was bought and sold? And it brings it home to me because that's not 30 million. That's one, but it's one that means so much to me, you know. So I'd say what you do matters.
Thank you. Well said, guys. Hey, guys, The Wrecking. Thank you for your time, guys. God bless.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.